I've taken a little time off from reviewing movies, but I've been watching lots of movies. So let's start with The Spectacular Now from 2013. This one stars Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller, who will be in the Fantastic Four reboot soon. God help us all. That movie's going to suck if this acting is any indication. Oh, did I give away whether I'm going to like this movie or not? So it starts with a kid writing a college admissions letter when it asks for what heartache have you gone through in your life? What struggles have you faced? He cheated on his girlfriend and she broke up with him. No, oh, I didn't cheat. He cheated. Believe me. Believe me, he cheated. And even if he didn't, he's a loser with no ambition and an alcoholic, and she quickly moves on to the star football player. So she's moving forward with life. He's a schmuck. This movie kind of reads as his version of events. Oh, I wasn't cheating. I was just sitting in a car with some random girl hanging out. I'm the coolest kid in school and I party and everyone loves me. But the athlete tells him that everyone thinks he's a joke. It's his version of how he sees his life. He thinks he's a cool party kid. He's actually a loser that has no friends. He has like one friend. Loses his girl and immediately has to find somebody else. It's literally the first person he sees. He just wakes up passed out in a yard. It's like, oh, female. I guess I'll make her my girlfriend now. And because she's a nice girl and a loser, she's single, of course, and immediately just eats up his dumb lines and bullshit. Because that's what you do in young adult movies. See, this is supposed to be like a sweet story of a boy who goes outside of what he normally looks for and finds a nice girl, but realizes that he's tying her down and his own insecurities will ruin her life unless he makes a clean break and lets her fly free like a bird. In reality, he's a drug addict looking for his next addiction, and it just happens to be her. So normally when I do these reviews, I make a list of about 20 or so things I want to mention with timestamps so I can show clips. But I did make that list this time and I decided to delete it because my version of how this movie is seen is so different than what they were trying to tell you that it just wouldn't have worked that way. See, this movie reminded me of another movie that I briefly mentioned in my review for Hellraiser from 2008, and it's called Good Dick. No, it's not a porn, but it's about a kid who works at a video rental store. And this cute girl comes in all the time and rents pornos. Kind of becomes intrigued and becomes addicted to her because he's a drug addict and he needs his next fix. So any bullshit she yells at him, abuses him, screams at him, when he's just trying to be a nice guy, he takes so he can get that fix of being with her, of moving to the next step. And that's what this movie reminded me of, that when he talks to his friends about the relationship, I don't know whether he's trying to convince them or trying to convince himself that he likes her. He gets drunk, makes a mistake and asks her to prom when he really doesn't want to go to prom with her. But everyone makes him feel guilty about it, so he turns around and goes back to her house and makes sure she still wants to go and all that stuff. But it's sold as he overcame his fears. No, he just was tired of people in school telling him to stop being a dick. So he went forward with a relationship to appease other people. I don't know. This is going to be a horrible review. This one's not going to be funny. I apologize. But I don't know. This movie just... These movies that... when women watch them, they're like, oh my god, he's such a nice guy. he sacrificed himself to reason with her and help her. No, he's a drug addict. He's an addict that needed a fix, and he uses her every step of the way to get that fix until at the very end he decides to do the right thing. There's no doubt in my mind that if his ex had came by at any point in the movie and said, hey, want to go do it in the bathroom? He would have been there. He would have dumped Shailene Woodley's ass in 2 seconds, given any opportunity. He tries like 3 times to get back with his ex, even after he starts sleeping with Woodley. So yeah, he's not a redeemable character. I mean, the movie ends, and I don't even know. See, the movie doesn't really end in a way that tells you what happened. You have no idea whether he's redeemed or not, and it's kind of up to you to decide what really happened. But yeah, I just didn't like this one. It upset me. Not in a bad, not as badly as some of the stuff I review, but I just see what they were trying to say, and it was said so badly that the actuality of the real events, what was really going on, are so different than what the movie tried to express is going on that it just, I can never connect with it. It just threw me off so much. I did not read the novel. I don't know how it was paced or set. Maybe some narration, like inner monologue, would have really helped this movie so we could have an idea of what he was thinking. And they do it in a when he's writing the letter, but it should have carried on more. We should have got better insight into what this guy's thinking, because it's just not clear. Thank you for watching. Sorry. And as always, I shall try to do better next time. Here is your clip from the movie.
Roberta's had too much to drink, so I'm gonna give her a ride home, if you know what I mean. All right?
You want us to follow you?
No, he doesn't want you to follow him. Do you actually not know what "if you know what I mean" means? What the hell? Mr. Fantastic, everybody.